The Bachelorette, Tia admits she still has feelings for Colton days after he reveals he's in love with Becca. It's usually between the Bachelorette and a couple of men on the ABC dating show, but Monday's episode treated us with a little surprise when Tia returned to help Becca cut her 4 final guys down to 3, and admitted she still has feelings for Colton. As fans of the show know, Tia and Colton revealed earlier this season that they had a brief fling before Becca became the Bachelorette. Becca confessed to feeling uncomfortable with the situation, but both Tia and Colton told Becca those feelings were in the past. She decided to keep Colton around, and their feelings grew, until he told Becca on his hometown date that he was full-on in love with her. But that's not the only drama that went down on Monday's episode. Looking at you, Blake. Here's what happened. Though he's seen his fair share of drama outside the show, Garrett's hometown date was pretty straightforward. He and Becca planted tomatoes on his family's farm before going to meet them. They were all worried about Garrett moving on after his seemingly traumatic divorce. His sister cried and his mom issued a stern warning, insisting, "I take my family very seriously, very seriously." But everyone got along great, and Becca seemed to get the Uruguayan stamp of approval. Jason's mom was also pretty tough, as after her heart-to-heart with the Bachelorette, she told Jason, "I couldn't read if she's falling for you." Ouch. But it was Jason's brother who was the true romantic in the family, pushing him to move it along and share his true feelings with Becca. Jason told Becca he was in love with her with the most confidence I've had, and solidified himself as maybe the greatest kisser in Bachelor Nation. Next came Blake, and this one could have gotten its own episode. The 28-year-old sales rep brought Becca back to his old stomping grounds at Platte Canyon High School in Colorado, aka the place where his mom, who worked at the school, probably fell in love with his coach and ended up leaving his dad. Remember that bombshell? Anyway, Blake didn't even address that drama during the episode, instead opening up about another trauma, revealing that he experienced a school shooting when he was a senior. He, his mom and his little sister were all on campus when a stranger camping in the area opened fire, and ended up taking the life of a student. It changed my outlook on life, Blake admitted, before trying to lighten the mood by surprising Becca with a Betty who can insert in the gym. How did he set that up, Bachelor producers? Becca then met his family, and were still trying to figure out if she also met his old coach that his mom fell in love with. While they were worried about Blake, they could all tell he really loved Becca, and honestly, we believe it too. A+ on you, Blake. Last was Colton, who took Becca to work with kids benefiting from his foundation for people with cystic fibrosis. They had a great time, and then headed over to meet his family, where he awkwardly brought up to his mom the fact that he was still a virgin. She said it was awkward, too, and his dad told Becca that he'd prefer she break up with his son now, rather than down the road, foreshadowing. Colton couldn't have thought the date went any better, however, and he told Becca he's in love with her. Becca then reunited with her pals, Becca, Kendall, Carolyn, Tia and Sane, for a little girl talk about hometowns to help her decide who she can really see as her future husband. Then Tia brought her aside. When I think about Colton, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I do still have feelings for Colton, she told Becca, who was shocked, even though we weren't. It makes me sick to my stomach. I wish I would have known that, Becca coldly replied, before telling the camera how she really felt. I thought we put that to bed weeks ago. It makes me frustrated, it makes me angry, it hurts my heart. I don't want to lose any friendship over a guy, but the last time I saw Colton, he told me that he loves me, and so now I don't know what to do. While Becca mulled it over, Colton, high on life, anxiously approached Chris Harrison before the rose ceremony to get advice on how to handle his virginity in the fantasy suites he unfortunately wasn't going to. I want to know sort of what the expectations are, he said, as Chris, trying to keep a straight face, insisted everything would be alright, as long as you and Becca are on the same page. Colton then lined up with the other men as Becca made her choice to move forward with everyone but him. Interestingly enough, she said her conversation with Tia didn't change anything, but she also didn't tell Colton that Tia still had feelings for her. Guess we'll have to see how that plays out in paradise. But for now, we're still in Bachelorette mode, and the promo for next week is giving us life. The guys are all in love with her and she's seemingly on cloud 9, until she's not. What am I doing? She cries. I literally just did to him what Ari did to me. Drama. The Bachelorette airs Mondays at 8 p.m. ET/PT on ABC. Talk about this week's episode and much more on Facebook at Group Date, ET's Bachelor Nation Support Circle.
Wow.